Ine Imwe ganto koro tugitugana orige mweroreri wa Muthingi TV ni mwihoko wakwa ateno wa tidia wega ni tariki kenda mweri-ini wa gatandatu mwakano wa 2022 muthenya wa furahide wikendi haha na tugacokeria Ngai ngatho gunyita ugani thiini wa mohoro maitu matha ici na maya ni mamwe ma maria tukuhaririirie. Namaya ni mamwe ma maria tukuhaririirie.
It is important to note that governments elsewhere have tried to regulate the churches. The same has had disastrous consequences.
Ikundi cia kanitha igitongorio ni afatiri a kanitha wa Gatoreki bururi-ini ni mareganite na watho wa thirikari wa gwikirira mikana dini itiganite.
I want to make an announcement to all those people who have been living on the sweat of the coffee farmers, that what you have gotten is enough and is sufficient.
Munini wa mutongoria wa bururi Rigathi Gachagua ni ahingurite kigomano gia thikũ ithatu gia kumurika mathina maria magomeire urimi wa kahua.
Hakuna nafasi katika hii nchi yetu tukufu ya watu wachache wawe watakuwa ndio wanaumiza watu walio wengi ambao ni wapenda amani.
Minister wa Ogiteri Kithure Kindiki ni anireire kuhingurwo gwa thukuru ithano kaunti-ini ya West Pokot niguo gucokaniriria urumwe mwena ucio. Na twina riboti ya mwanya egi arithi uria mahimbiirie urimi kaunti-ini ya Samburu. Guririkania no koro githii na mbere na kwaraniria nani kugerera kuria mwena wa YouTube ni @Muthingi TV, kuria mwena wa Facebook ni kwa Muthingi TV. Tukoro tukimenya uria bururi wa TDR twaria kwa Waitherero wa Njoroge na tukiambiriria ni ati honge itiganite cia kiri ni matongoretio ni afatiri a kanitha wa Gatoreki ni mareganite na njira nene itua ria thirikari ya kugereka kabiro odini na makiaria mbere ya kamiti ya mwanya ya Senate na iria irathuthuria iko iria ithiete na mbere kumira kuria mutito-ini wa Shakahola matariria ati undu uyu waya gukungio uteti na njira nene ta uria mwandiki witu Kariuki wa Duati aratariria. Na gwire kana ngoro gishoga muhera ni tondu wa riboti iyo ntukoro tugikurehera ica ikuhite guthie na mbere ni ati munini wa mutongoria wa bururi Rigathi Gachagua umuthi ni ahingurire mucemanio wa thiko igire wa gucirira urimi wa wendia wa kahua bururi-ini wothe kaunti-ini ya Meru na uria ucemanirio hamwe na atongoria arimi na aigithia ruhonge-ini rwa kahua. Mucemanio uyu maciriire uria mekunina mathina maria magumeire kahua ta uria Kagera wa Giteru aratariria.
Kwa ihinda inene kahua gakoretwo kagomeirwo ni mathina kihiri, arimi makiuga ni marathinika magikarimira na mendia makungia wara ni turia nime na thigino yao ikorira tuhu.
We went to school with the coffee proceeds.
Kiri uguo mata kuhoro ukombo-ini uyu kurumia munini wa President Rigathi Gachagua kuga ati thirikari ni kunina na kuria turia nime tutu ruhonge-ini rwa kahua ati ihinda riao ni rithiru.
A membership number of a cooperative society was much more credible than a banker's check today, because coffee had returns and it is working. It was working. It worked then. It must work now. I want to make an announcement to all those people who have been living on the sweat of the coffee farmers, that what you have gotten is enough and is sufficient. You can reinvest it elsewhere.
Oho ni ongeire na kuwa thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza ina mubango wa kwagirithia kahua ga Kenya karia kendagio goro nja wa bururi niguo murimi ateithike na economy ya bururi yagire.
Indeed, coffee is a legacy crop for the Kenya Kwanza administration under Dr. William Ruto. With the high cost of Kenyan coffee in the international market, it is unacceptable that the Kenyan farmer gets almost nothing. The Kenyan farmer therefore should thrive economically, as it was the case years back. Our farmers must get maximum returns from their hard work. This will also boost our foreign exchange.
Na keminisa wa wedia na wigithia Moses Kuria na muna we oremi mithikari nturi maugite minisi ciao ni ikunyitanira na aremi a kahua niguo gwetha thoko ya nja wa bururi na kumateithia kwagirithia kahua kao.
Within the county aggregation and industrial park, we will work with the county governments to give them the equipment and the machinery that they need so that they can be able to add value and to process their coffee from right here. And so that we can be able to uplift it from here to our various export processing zones.
Engage more so that we are able now, out of the solutions that are made from this conference here in Meru, we will be able to pick out what is required of each part of government, whether it's the national or the county government, to be able to bring back our farmers to the farms, what we can be able to do to ensure there is high yield, there is quality of the coffee that we require, that will be able to fetch us good markets for our coffee.
Nekora kigoma-ini gitafanite kaunti-ini ya Meru ya thikũ igĩrĩ kĩrĩa gĩkĩrongoreire gwetha kĩhonia gĩa thĩna wa kahũa. Ngiribotera Muthigi TV iria kwanikagĩra Waitherero.
Pigia makofi.
No mundu gwitwo Kagera Waitherero ni undu wa riboti iyo na tugacokeria munini wa mutongoria wa bururi Rigathi Gachagua ngatho ni tondu wa ukorwo akimurika arimi a kahua na njira iria yagirire na tugithii na mbere ni ati thirikari ya bururi ni bangite gwaka mathukuru ma hamwe kaunti-ini cia Elgeyo Marakwet, Turukana, Orodumwe na Samburu, Laikipia, West Pokot na Baringo niguo gutugiria thayo mwena uyu. Undu uyu ni utanyitwo kuhurana na wagi wa ugitiri na njira ya kurehe arutwo hamwe na kuringana na minister wa ugitiri wa thiini Professor Kithure Kindiki akoretwo ikiuga ati mathomo ni makoragwo makirehe andu hamwe na makarehe thayo gatagati-ini ka andu.
Na kwa hivyo serikali imeamua ya kwamba tutajenga mashule ya mabweni ama shule za kulala, boarding schools along the Kerio Valley, ambapo watoto wetu kutoka jamii ya Marakwet, kutoka jamii ya Wapokot watakaa pamoja, wasome pamoja, walale pamoja, wafundishwe na walimu kutoka jamii zote, walimu wa Marakwet, walimu wa Pokot, shule moja ya kulala, wakae hapa. Ndio tuondoe hii dhana ya kwamba ati lazima utafute ng'ombe ndio sasa uonekane wewe ni mtu mstaarabu. Kuna watu wengi ambao ni wastaarabu na wao hawajaiba ng'ombe ya mtu. Kwa sababu tusipofanya hivi itakuwa nchi ya uhalifu, nchi ya mambo ya zamani, na dunia imesonga kwa mambo ya teknolojia, kwa mambo ya kazi za kisasa. Nikiona hao watoto wako hapa, naona hawa ndio kesho ya Kenya yetu. Kwa hivyo tutajenga shule 5 hapa katika hii bonde la Kerio, na tumekubaliana hizo shule watoto kutoka jamii zote watakuwa pale, walimu watatoka jamii zote, na zitakuwa shule za kulala. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Hiyo ndio njia moja ya kudumisha amani. This is Education for Peace Initiative. Tunataka tufanye kazi pamoja na mashirika yasiyo ya kiserikali, serikali ya county, serikali ya kitaifa, ili tubadilishe nia na mawazo ya watu wetu, tufanye mambo ambayo ni ya kisasa.
Gitigana na icio riu tukorwo tugicokereria hari riboti iria ndaikorwo ngikwirira ni gukorwo ngigutariria igemaine na honge itiganite cia kidini matongoretio ni afatiri a kanitha wa Gatoreki ni mareganite na njira nene itua ria thirikari ria kugereka kabiro udini na makiria makanitha-ini na makiaria mbere ya kamiti ya mwanya ya Senate na iria irathuthuria iko iria ithite na mbere kuhanika kuria mutito-ini wa Shakahola ni matariria ati undu uyu waya gukungio uteti na njira nene ta uria mwandiki witu Kariuki wa Duati aratariria.
Rĩrĩ thirikari ĩrĩ hinya-inĩ rĩa kũgathĩka mĩkana ya kũrũnga ndini itiganĩte guothe bũrũri-inĩ. Ũrũmwe wa ikundi itiganĩte na makĩria cia kĩndini arĩ hamwe na kĩama kĩa NCCK UK, KCCB hamwe na ndini ya kihindi ni mareganite na itanya rĩa thirikari rĩa gwĩkĩra mĩkana kũrĩ nyũmba cia ihoero kũrũmĩrĩra njũragano cia Shakahola.
It is our considered opinion that regulating churches is discriminatory and tends towards singling out specific religions or faith formation. This runs contrary to Article 27 of the Constitution of Kenya and protects equality and freedom.
Makiheana mihiano na itumi ikinyi cia itanya rĩrĩ nĩ rĩa gũthararia wĩyathi wa ũndini nĩ mendekithĩtie gũtigithio gwa itanya rĩrĩ nĩ thirikari.
It is important to note that governments elsewhere have tried to regulate the churches. The same has had disastrous consequences.
Imwe cia itumi iria maheanĩte nĩ hamwe na atĩ thirikari ya kwenderera dini imwe gũkĩra ĩrĩa ingĩ.
Given that majority of the Kenyans subscribe to one religion or the other, the regulator is bound to be a member of a particular religion. This means that eventually a member of one religion will dictate the activities of another religion.
Ikundi ici nĩ ciugĩte atĩ dini nĩ ĩrĩ mĩtugo na mĩgendere yayo ya maũndũ, ũndũ ũrĩa ũkũrehe ihĩngĩca na makĩria watho-inĩ ũyũ na ũrĩa ũtanyĩtwo kũramatwo nĩ thirikari.
Most, if not all, of the religious organizations subscribe to a specific mode of administration and organization vastly different from the others, mostly because they are heavily informed by their religious beliefs and tenets. This means that it will be very difficult to come up with a common regulation that aligns with all the religious organization practices.
Nĩ mongereire na kuga atĩ ũteti waya kũingĩria ũndũ-inĩ ũyũ na kũimana na kĩhoto kĩa wĩyathi wa mũndũ kwĩhoera ũrĩa angĩenda.
Towards regulation of religious organization in Kenya will open up the different religions to manipulation by different groups, especially politicians, who will likely attempt to control the activities of the various religions to fit their interests.
Magĩtemania mendekithia mao mbere ya kamĩtĩ ya Senate, ikundi ici nĩ ciendekithĩtie ũthuthuria bara nginya ũgũtabania igũrũ rĩgiĩ njũragano cia Shakahola, makiuga kwaya gũkorwo na njama ihithanĩtio.
We ask the government to come out clearly and state whether there were no non-religious actors in the massacre and whether the killings were only for religious reasons.
Gũkinyĩria rĩu thirikari nĩ yambĩkĩte mũbango wa gũthũrima makanitha. Minister wa ũgitĩri wa thĩinĩ Professor Kithure Kindiki agĩtithĩrĩria atĩ thirikari ndĩracoka na thutha ũndũ-inĩ ũyũ. Andũ-inĩ ha Muthingi TV rĩa Kwone Kariuki wa Duati.
Egyo muno mũndũ gwĩtwo Kariuki wa Duati nĩ ũndũ wa riboti ĩyo. Tũgĩthiĩ na mbere nĩ atĩ abitha ũmwe kuma ceceni ya borithi nĩ arahithũkĩirwo nĩ mũingĩ wa taũni ya Lumakanda kĩmwe kwĩra nĩ arakuruhanĩtio na ũici wa ng'ombe. Mwene ng'ombe ĩno nĩwe ũĩkaine ta Samson Maiyo nĩ augĩte ng'ombe ici ciairwo ũtukũ na ikerekerio ceceni-inĩ ya borithi, na rĩu kamanda wa ceceni ĩno nĩwe Bernard nĩ augĩte obitha ũyũ nĩ agũkorwo agĩtuĩrwo nĩguo akorwo akĩonwo kana nĩ akuruhanĩtio na ũici wa ng'ombe ĩno.
Mũingĩ ũraihũrĩtwo nĩ marakara nĩ ũrahithũkĩire obitha ũmwe wa borithi kuma ceceni-inĩ ya borithi ya Lumakanda makĩmũkuruhania na ũici wa ng'ombe. Ringana na mwene ng'ombe ĩno Samson Maiyo nĩ atarĩirie atĩ yairwo mathaa-inĩ ma ũtukũ na kũrĩa yarekeirio ngari-inĩ ya borithi.
Nilipoamka asubuhi saa 11 nikapata ng'ombe hakuna, nikaanza kutafuta, nikatafuta sioni, nikaangalia gate, nikaenda kwa petrol station, bahati nzuri nikapata watchman alikuwa hapo, na watchman nikauliza, akaniambia kuna ng'ombe imepandishwa kwa gari asubuhi, na gari ni la cruiser, na hiyo ng'ombe ikaenda.
Kana na mũingĩ ũyũ ugĩte atĩ ngari ĩno nĩ yonekanire na gĩcoro kĩa ng'ombe, ũndũ ũrĩa wekĩrirwo wĩira nĩ mũthambia ũmwe wa ngari Luka Kasuku ũrĩa ugĩte atĩ nĩ areheirwo ngari ĩno.
Mimi nafanya kazi ya kaosh pale Mtoni. Nimeshangaa sana gari ya polisi kufika pale Mtoni na iko na samadi.
Kũrũmĩrĩra mawĩra maya mũingĩ ũgĩcukĩra obitha ũyũ. Oho mũingĩ nĩ ugĩte obitha nĩ akoretwo agĩkuruhanio na macira mangĩ o ta maya.
Polisi wa Lumakanda hao ndio wanatuibia. Leo tumeshika mmoja ametuibia ng'ombe yetu yenye bodaboda tumelea. Tunangangana tunanua ng'ombe, lakini polisi inakuja inatuibia badala watuchunge.
Na sisi tunasikia vibaya sana. Kwa sababu sisi tunashikwa, tunawekwa ndani kwa sababu kwa kosa lenye tujefanya. Na kumbe ni hao ndio wanafanya, alafu wanatusingizia ni sisi.
Na kukire ogwa kamanda wa ceceni ino Bernard Ngungu ni erire muingĩ thuthuria gukorwo gitafanio niguo kumenyeke kana ni akuruhanirio na wici uyu. Thutha mutheri ng'ombe no nĩ ĩrahithũkirio taũni-inĩ ya Webuye.
Members of the public were trying to carry out their search of the stolen stock, and it is been alleged that there was somebody also, an officer stationed at Lumakanda police station, who is a driver actually suspected to have been involved in that transportation of the cow. This is an allegation which we have commenced our investigations, and it's been alleged that the cow was taken to a certain boma in Webuye.
Handu-inĩ ha Muthingi TV, njĩtagwo Mũmbi wa Munyĩrĩ.
Ribotio ya kumakoria mwena wa rugari ya wici wa ng'ombe ni ikorwo ikihenie kaida ukorwo ngikiria ndigakorwo ugithie haraya ya munigo korwo ngicokereria tuthie na mbere na kuona uria bururi witu watinda ukigariura.
Lookup Media ariyo kambuni nyene station ya Muthingi TV hamwe na Lookup TV nĩ tũrakurehera mwogo wa Mount Kenya Region Roadshow kurugĩra kalenda yaku nĩ amukuma tariki 26 mweri wa gatandatũ kinya tariki 1 mweri wa mugwanja tugakurehera mwogo ũyũ matũra-inĩ ma kaunti cia Kiambu, Murang'a, Kirinyaga, Embu, Meru, Laikipia, Nyeri, Nyandarua na Naikuru. Muthafano uyu nduroka moko matheri ni mwago na ikeno mama ugitungana na nguthi cia mikwekwe na mithako ya ngerekano ta njoro wa ukulima ni mali marafiki hamwe na angĩ aingĩ. Ningĩ nĩ tugakorwo na live performances na nĩ ũkagia na mweke wa gũcemania na memerekia aku wendete a session ici cierĩ. Wĩharĩrĩrie kũigua mũrurumo ũyũ na mwago mwaki nyitanĩra na ithuĩ thabarĩ-inĩ ya itoka cia bũrũri wa Mũgĩkũyũ. Muthingi TV tũrĩ njĩra tũgĩũka o itũra-inĩ rĩaku. Aranĩria na ithuĩ kũhĩtũkĩra sales@lookuptv.co.ke kana ũhũre namba 0110 430 158.
Gĩbindi nĩ mũrĩmi mũramati nĩ gĩbindi kĩrĩa gĩgũthomithagia we mũrĩmi ũhoro wa ũrĩmi wa irio, ũrĩa ũkũiga ng'ombe na ngũkũ na nyamũ ciaku wega, ũrĩa ũkũhota kũnyitanithia tekinoronjĩ nĩguo ũhote kuona indo igũgũteithia ũthiĩ na mbere na ũrĩmi ũkũrehere mbeca. Gĩbindi kĩretwo kĩ mũrĩmi mũramati.
Gonyite ororege ogani mwiroreri wa Muthingi TV angikorwo ni hingorera karavisheni gaku we igwe we mucie thi na mbere na kwaraniria nani kuria mwena wa Facebook ni kwa Muthingi TV kuria mwena wa YouTube ni @Muthingi TV tuthi na mbere na kuona uria bururi witu wa tidia na toria gukwirire hari ugo matemo-ini maitu ma mohoro ni ati twina riboti ya mwanya kuma kuria mwena wa kaunti ya Samburu kuria aikari a kaunti no macenjetie muikarire wao kuma kurithia ginya kurima kuona mahiu mao ni magumirwo ni riũa inene undu uria umahutĩtie o ene o ũndũ ũmwe na mahiu mao na ũguo ni mambĩrĩirie kuhĩmbĩria urimi wa irio o ũndũ ũmwe na urimi wa njũkĩ magĩteithĩrĩrio ni gĩkundi gĩtarĩ gĩa gĩthirikari kĩa Usage na Wiri mũtongoria wa gĩkundi gĩkĩ niwe oĩkaine ta Evans Oyego ni augĩte ni mararora maũndũ megie maine na mĩrĩre mĩega na kwambatĩria mĩikarĩre ya ndũrĩrĩ ici arĩithi ni mambĩrĩirie mũtaratara uretwo graduation model to poor families na mũtaratara ũyũ wĩgiĩ kwambĩrĩria mabiacara amwe a aikari aya ni matarĩirie ũrĩa gĩkundi gĩkĩ kĩmateithĩrĩrie kũrĩma nyeki ya kwendia na ya kũhe mahiũ mao.
Thengia wa ngumo iria ikoragwo na rũrĩrĩ rwa Samburu kũrũmĩrĩra o gũkorwo marĩ arũmĩrĩri a ndini na ũndũire wao no matambũrũkĩte na njĩra nene na ũrĩithia wa mahiũ na ningĩ gũthamĩra hunguru-inĩ cia irĩma-inĩ nĩguo mahiũ mao mone gĩa kũrĩa. No ona thengia ya mũtũrĩre kuonekana ũritũhĩte rĩu nĩwonekanĩte kuoya mwerekera ũngĩ wa ũrĩmi nĩguo gũtwarithia mũtũrĩre wao na mbere. Uremi na uramati niguo aikari a Samburu mahĩmbĩirie mũrũgamĩrĩri wa rũhonge rwa USAID Evans Oyego na arĩa marateithĩrĩria gũkinyanĩria ũndũ ũyũ nĩmonekanĩte kũria aikari maũhĩmbĩrie na njĩra nene.
Naona kwamba wengi wanaweza kutoka katika ile hali ya umaskini kwa sababu wanapata njia mwadhala ya kuweza kujisaidia wao wenyewe katika hizo jamii. Kwa hivyo hii ndio kazi ambayo USAID na Wiri inafanya ili kuweza kusaidia hizo jamii kutoka katika umaskini kati ya kazi nyingi zingine ambazo tunafanya.
Utonga wa aikari a Samburu na uria wonekanite guthikwo ukionekana kuoya mwerekera ũngĩ gĩthomo gĩkĩ gĩtanyĩtwo kũmateithĩrĩria gũkĩria biashara ciake na ningĩ kũhũra njeki family itiganĩte.
Pale ambapo tunasaidia familia ambazo ni maskini zaidi kwa mradi ambao tunaitwa graduation model ya ultra poor household familia ambazo ni maskini zaidi, na hizi familia tunaziwezesha kufanya biashara, tunawapa pesa ya kuweza kufanya biashara na katika kufanya ile biashara pia tunawaunganisha na masoko ili waweze kupata mahali ambapo wanaweza nunua vitu ambazo wanauza na kuuza katika viwango vya chini kule mashinani.
Narodore Adan nĩaremeretio kũhitha gĩkeno gĩake gũkũ agĩtarĩria ũrĩa gĩthomo gĩkĩ gĩkũmũteithĩrĩria harĩ kũhũrana na ũkia ũrĩa ũgũmĩire gĩcigo kĩu kĩa ihinda rĩu.
Wiri ametusaidia kupunza sisi, tunapanda mboga. Zamani tulikuwa tunakula unga bila mboga. Tumefunzwa na Wiri na walimu ile ametuma huko Baragoi na Chala, ametufunza kukula kuchanganya chakula.
David umwe wa aremi kuma rũrĩrĩ rwa arĩithia nĩatarĩirie atĩ rĩu nĩekwambĩrĩria njĩra njerũ ya kũhanda nyeki handũ ha gũtaraga mahiũ make gĩthaka-inĩ.
Tulikuwa na changamoto ya mbegu kupanda mbali, lakini wakati tumeanza kuweka mbegu chini ni wakati mvua ilinyesha, hiyo nyasi ilitoka na sasa tumeanza hata kupata nyasi ya kutosha ya kuuzia watu wetu. Tumeanza hata kupata sasa mbegu ya kuanza hata kuuzia watu wetu.
Rĩrĩ nĩ ikinya rĩagĩrĩru na makĩria harĩ rũrĩrĩ rwa Samburu na rũrĩa kwa kahinda rĩonekanĩte kũgĩa na mwĩhoko wao harĩ ũrĩithia wa mahiũ. Rĩu ũrĩmi ũyũ ũkĩonekana kuoya makĩria ma gĩtanya kũhũrana na wongerereku wa rĩera.
Jamii hizi sasa tunaona kwamba wengi wanaweza kutoka katika ile hali ya umaskini kwa sababu wanapata njia mwadhala ya kuweza kujisaidia wao wenyewe katika hizo jamii.
Ngĩribotera Muthingi TV, Getwo Wairimo wa Kimani.
Mũndũ gwĩtwo Wairimo Kimani nĩ ũndũ wa riboti ĩyo ya kuma kũrĩa mwena wa Samburu ĩgiĩ maina ũrĩa mambĩrĩirie gũkorwo makihimbiria urimi wa irio oro ndumwe na njuki. Tugithie na mbere ni ati Minister Nyabara umuthi nitongoretie igongona ria kurekererio gwa gikundi kia mbeu njithi na aria mamukirite mathomo ma uigiriki na hindi iyo igongona riri Mudavadi niaugite ati thirikari ni irongoreirie guteithiriria mbeu njithi kwamukira wagiriru mathomo-ini mao kugerera ruhonge rwa uruti wira wa muingi, akiuga ati ni imwe ya mibango ya thirikari ya kuguna mbeu njithi ta uria Mwangi wa Murugi aratariria.
Ni igongona-ini ria kurekererio kwa gikundi kia aruti wira a muingi na aria mamukirite mathomo kugerera mubango wa thirikari. Igongona-ini riria riumbitwo riri ni Minister Nyabara Musalia Mudavadi.
The Public Service Internship Program and the Public Service Emerging Leaders Fellowship Program are two intertwined initiatives targeting the youth and their role in public service management.
Akiaria hindi ya igongona riri, Mudavadi niaugite ati aruti wira a muingi magiriirwo guthimagwo kuringana na uruti wira wao, akigathiriria mbeu njithi aya na kumathingata gukorwo makinyita itemi ari ucenjia wa muingi.
Congratulate both the graduating class and the incoming fellows for your achievement. You are enlisted through a competitive process that attracted thousands of your peers. They are a clear indication that the Commission has the pulse on emerging trends in public service and the importance of the youth.
Hindi iyo Mudavadi niaugite ati thirikari ni iheanite gutigirira ati mbeu njithi ni magunika na mieke ya kugia na uhigiriru makiria kugerera ruhonge rwa uruti wira wa muingi.
If you live by what has been and will be inculcated in you, I therefore urge you to seize the moment and the opportunity you have been given to make your contribution in our collective efforts to transform this country.
Oho, niaugite ati mubango ta uyu wa internships undu umwe na utongoria wa mbeu njithi ni imwe ya mibango iria irongoreirio kuguna mbeu njithi, akiongerera ati marongoreirie guthondeka atongoria a rucio kugerera tabarira ta ino.
I believe that through nurture and hard work, public servants like you should be able to rise to the highest ranks. Promotion in the public service should therefore be based on measured deliverable performance.
Handu-ini ha Muthingi TV riakwa ni Mwangi wa Murugi.
Mundu witu Mwangi wa Murugi ni undu wa riboti iyo. Na tugithie na mbere ni ati mutumia wa munini wa mutongoria wa bũrũri Dorcas Rigathi thenya wa umuthi ni akorirwo akiruta mukana mururu kuri aria marathondeka na kwendia njohi cia ibango na ũndũ ũmwe na njohi cia kũrebia bũrũri-inĩ, akiuga thirikari icemba kũnina biacara ino kaimana. Kĩarĩria nja ya wabici wa munini wa county commissioner wa county ya Kiambu Dorcas niaugite ona thengia wa thirikari kwambĩrĩria mũngũrũrio wa ndawa ici kwĩna andũ maromia kĩongo na gũthiĩ na mbere na kwenderia mbeu njithi. Na riboti yake nĩnyitĩtwo mbaru nĩ mũtongoria wa kĩama kĩa kũhũrana na ndawa cia kũrebia kĩa NACADA na mũnini wake ũrĩa ũthiĩte na mbere na kuga nĩmarathiĩ na mbere na kwambĩrĩria riboti ĩno nĩguo kũhũrana na njohi cia ibango thĩinĩ wa bũrũri na makĩria thĩinĩ wa kaunti ngũrani.
No way we are going to allow their satanic agenda to destroy our boy child and to put them into drugs, illicit alcohol, and poisons that are killing them every day. And therefore, I'm so glad that right now the national government, the county government, the police, and the administration and everybody, including the president, the deputy president, we are out to get this devil. And I can tell him he has no place. Our children are coming back. We are fighting to claim our boy child back.
Where we go in the country, people complain and say we are trying our best, but we are being let down. But the police in this county has done a great job. Let's appreciate them. they have done a wonderful job in following through and coming, working through with the church and standing and working with the Ngao to see that together we can achieve.
Our core values in Akada is creativity and innovation. And this is a learning experience. We don't want to be relying on foreigners wakuja watuambie the way we can reform our people. And you know, it's very expensive, Your Excellency. So this is something which we are willing to document, and we want to replicate it elsewhere. So, Your Excellency, tutatumia hii kama mfano, so that we can also have Kenyans coming here and learning. We can also have other people coming from other countries to learn. Hata Mwafrika anaweza fanya kitu. Hii mambo ya kusema, and you have heard His Excellency the President akisema lazima tujitegemee. Hii mambo ya kukimbia kwa wazungu saa zote, mi naona haitawezekana. We must find our own local solutions.
tugagicokeria mutumia wa munene wa mutongoria wa Florida Dorcas Gachagua ngatho ni tondu wa ukorwo akihimbiria kana akirwa na dawa ici cia kurevya makiria kuri mbeũ njithi. Tugithii na mbere ni ati munini wa gavana ya kaunti ya Siaya niwe William Odol gukorwo munini wa gavana wa mbere gukorwo akihagurwo kuma utongoria-ini wake kondo bunge ya Senate yahitukirie gukorwo akihagurwo kuma kuri giti giake kuona ni akoretwo agurite giti giake kia wabici kia muigana wa ciringi milioni 1 na indo ingi cia wabici yake odumwe na kuhinyiriria aria mari thi wake na kuhe arata ake kandarathi orodumwe na tenda cia thirikari.
Back to the resumption of proceedings of this sitting, I believe that you have had an opportunity to go through the report of the Special Committee on the removal from office of the Deputy Governor William Odol. As you may have noticed, the committee has found the allegations of gross violation of the Constitution or any other law, abuse of office, to be substantiated. In particular, the committee found that on charge number 1 of gross violation of the Constitution and other laws, A, interference with the procurement process through acts of bid rigging, the special committee found the allegation was proved and therefore substantiated.
And Mr. Speaker, as an investigator, there is one thing that I want to report, that beyond reasonable doubt, it has been proved that our Deputy Governor, Odol Dengue, is incompetent to the highest level, Mr. Speaker.
I think that the kind of personality that my good friend Dr. William Dengue has is not meant for a deputy. He cannot deputize anyone.
The fact that the DG tried to interfere with the procurement process, especially of the fertilizer, this one really touched my heart, because this particular tender was reserved for the youth.
I want to agree that the special committee took their time, even against a lot of coercion, intimidation, and even threats, to deliver this special report, which will guide the operation of this county going forward. Mr. Speaker, one William Odol must go.
Honorable Scholastica. I vote yes. Honorable Obuya Justus Oguta. Yes. Honorable
na tukiuma korea kaunti ya Siaya ni ati thirikari ni yaririirie kana ni yambiriirie mitaratara ya gutigirira ni anyitana na thina kana ni yahurana na thina wa kunyiha kwa dola guku bururi-ini ni kugerera mubango wa uguri wa maguta kuma mabururi mangi. Thirikari ni yugite ni kunyitanira na mabururi maya niguo gutigirira ni yang'ethanira na thina uyu kaimana.
And here we are commissioning a bottom loading system, a new technology that more conforms with the environmental requirements of loading our trucks. It's a fairly automated system. It's replacing the top loading where a member of staff would have to go on top of the truck to connect the pipes, and of course it is risky. You are loading a highly flammable product. There are chances of falling down, and the management of the fumes. So this is a great facility that has been developed and engineered and implemented using our own internal resources by the KPC engineers, and I want to congratulate them for doing that. Continue to invest in supporting the investment of loading and ensure that the truck's waiting time is reduced to a minimum. It loads at higher speeds. It takes about 20 minutes to load about 35 tons, 35 cubes or meter cubes, whereas on the other side, the top loading takes about 40 minutes. So we are having the time of loading. Petroleum products are Platts priced. They've got international OPEC pricing. So on month basis, we get the Platts price. Whether they go up or they go down, we celebrate when they go down. But more importantly, we manage the freight and premium. What we've done with the challenge of petroleum products, which sometimes it could be coming down, but the dollar unavailability has been a big challenge, exacerbated by the devaluation or the sliding of the Kenya shilling because of the tightening of the monetary policy by the US government post-COVID. With the inflation rate having gone up to 9%. And what we've done in that interim period as they cure their inflation, we've done a G2G for 6 months to cushion ourselves from a further sliding of the shilling over that period. But more importantly, make the dollars available for the rest of the macro economy, because the dollars that we consume in petroleum, which accounts for up to 35% of the total forex requirement for the country, are the same dollars which are competed by pharmaceutical, for the food security, for everybody else who is operating in this market. So by slowing down and operating on deferred LCs for 6 months, or aging LCs for 6 months before we pay them out, we basically are reducing the pressure on the shilling. We are ensuring that those dollars are available for the rest of the market, and I think we've done well in curtailing the fast depreciation of the shilling during this period when the inflation is being cured by the tightening of the foreign policy, what you call foreign forex policy.
Na ripoti hiyo ĩgĩmaine na ũnyihu wa dola nĩyo ĩkorwo ĩkĩhe kahinda kangĩ gũkorwo ngĩikĩria ndũgakorwo ũkĩenyenya mũtambo nĩamu nĩ maingĩ tũkũharĩrĩirie mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ thiĩ na mbere na kwĩrorera Mũthingi TV nĩamu nĩ ndĩracokereria thutha wa kahinda gatarĩ haraihu.
AM Lookup Media ariyo kambuni nyene station ya Mũthingi TV hamwe na Lookup TV nĩ tũrakũrehera mwogo wa Mount Kenya Region Roadshow. Kurugĩra kalenda yaku nĩamu kuma tarĩki 26 mweri wa gatandatũ kinya tarĩki 1 mweri wa mũgwanja tũgakũrehera mwogo ũyũ matũra-inĩ ma kaunti cia Kiambu, Murang'a, Kirinyaga, Embu, Meru, Laikipia, Nyeri, Nyandarua na Naikuru. Mũthabaro ũyũ ndũroka moko matheri, nĩ mwago na ikeno mama ũgĩtũngana na ngũthi cia mikwekwe na mĩthako ya ngerekano ta Njoro wa Ukulima ni Mali, Marafiki hamwe na angĩ aingĩ. Ningĩ nĩ tũgakorwo na live performances na nĩ ũkagĩa na mweke wa gũcemania na memerekia aku wendete a session ici cierĩ. Wĩharĩrĩrie kũigua mũrurumo ũyũ na mwago mwaki nyitanĩra na ithuĩ thabarĩ-inĩ ya itonga cia bũrũri wa Mũgĩkũyũ. Mũthingi TV tũrĩ njĩra tũgĩũka o itũra-inĩ rĩaku. Aranĩria na ithuĩ kũhĩtũkĩra sales@lookuptv.co.ke kana ũhũre namba 0110 430 158.
gibindi ne murimi muramati ni gibindi kiria giguthomithagia we murimi uhoro wa urimi wa irio uria kuiga ng'ombe na ngoko na nyamu ciaku wega uria kuhota kunyitanithia technology niguo wote kuona indo iguguteithia uthie na mbere na urimi ukurehere mbeca gibindi kiretwo ki murimi muramati.
Korwo tugicokereria oro rĩngĩ mweroreri wa Muthingi TV agĩkorwo nĩ hingo ũrahingũrĩra karavisheni gaku wĩigwe we mũciĩ tũthiĩ na mbere na gũkũmenyithia ũrĩa bũrũri witũ watiria tĩkĩra gũthiĩ harĩa mwena wa YouTube ũkorwo ũgĩtuĩrorera mwena ũcio kwa Muthingi TV kũrĩa mwena wa Facebook ona kuo nĩ kwa Muthingi TV na tũgĩthiĩ na mbere nĩ atĩ atongoria a Mohoro-inĩ wa UDA matongoretio nĩ mwandĩki mũnene wa kĩama gĩkĩ nĩwe Cleophas mabĩkĩte kambeni cia kũhũrĩra ndereti ya kĩgĩna ĩrĩa ĩrathiĩ na mbere gwakĩrĩria makĩria kũrĩa nenda-inĩ cia ũkinyanĩria na Marara ayakorirwo akĩaria mwena wa Kajiado na mateteire ndereti ĩno na kuga no nginya mũtongoria wa bũrũri Ndagĩtarĩ William Ruto ekĩre mawatho maritũ nĩguo kũhũthia economy ya bũrũri witũ wa Kenya.
UDA ametengeneza budget yake ambaye kesho ndio tunapitisha ile finance bill, ile second reading kesho ndio inaenda kufanyika. Hao majamaa wameanza tena fujo, wanasema hawataki finance bill. Sasa bila finance bill tutapata wapi pesa ya kukuja kuregesha gharama ya maisha chini? Tungependa kuambia Raila Odinga, tungependa kuambia Azimio wapatie rais wetu nafasi, na mimi kama Secretary General naenda kuongelesha wabunge wetu wa UDA na wa Kenya Kwanza asubuhi kesho, na kesho mtaona mambo, mtaona hii majamaa wanapiga kelele na hawana numbers katika hiyo assembly. Wako watu wachache wanapiga kelele, na tunasema kesho ndio mtaona maneno. Niko na uhakika, nataka kuhakikishia hustlers wote kwamba ile mradi ya housing inaenda kupita kesho na
finance bill ya 3% housing levy ni mipango mazuri kwa watu wa Kenya. 35% ambayo ilikuwa ni 30% sasa imeongezwa another 5 kwa wale watu ambao analipwa mishahara ya juu.
Na tugaikihoka mũtongoria wa bũrũri Ndagĩtarĩ William Ruto na ũkorwo akĩrora na kinyi riboti ĩyo ĩgĩmaine na ndereti ya kĩgĩna kuona bũrũri witũ kana economy ĩthiĩte ona mbere na kwambatĩra. Tũgĩthiĩ na mbere nĩ atĩ mũtumia wa mũtongoria wa bũrũri Rachel Ruto nĩ atongoretie mũingĩ wa Kakamega igongona-inĩ rĩa gũthaitĩra mũtitũ wa Kakamega na nĩ orĩtie mũingĩ ũhande mĩtĩ nĩguo gũthaitĩra marĩa matũrigicĩirie. Rachel nĩ ongereire na kuga mũingĩ nĩ ũbatiĩ gwĩthema gũtema mĩtĩ makĩria arĩa makoragwo magĩtema mĩtĩ nĩguo gũcina makara oro ũndũ ũmwe na kwendia ngũ.
Afisi yangu imejitolea kukuza miti milioni 500 ifikapo mwaka wa 2030 ili kuunga mkono juhudi za serikali. Nimetwaa ekari 500 za msitu huu kwa Kakamega. Ninahitaji msaada wenu kuimarisha juhudi hizi. Pandeni miti. Pia mpande miti ya matunda kwa manufaa yao kama chanzo cha vyakula na mapato. Aina ya bidhaa za kuwasha moto tunapotayarisha mapishi nyumbani huathiri mazingira. Utayarishaji mapishi kwa aina ya moto unaochangia hewa safi ndio ninaodhaminiwa sana. Wengi wetu hutayarisha mapishi kwa kutumia kuni na makaa. Ili kupata kuni na makaa, sharti miti ikatwe. Inapochomwa hutoa moshi wenye madhara yasiyofaa kwa afya yetu. Watu 23,000 hufariki kila mwaka kwa sababu ya moshi wanaovuta wanapotayarisha mapishi. Ndugu zangu, kwa ajili ya afya yetu, afya ya watoto na familia zetu, hebu tumakinike kwa kutumia njia bora za kutayarisha mapishi kama vile gesi.
Tunashukuru sana kwa kazi ambayo unafanya, mama doing good, mama making us proud, na sisi kama jamii yako tutakusupport, tutakuunga mkono kuhakikisha kwamba haya mambo mazuri ambayo umefanya yatatimizwa.
Kumbuka hapo nyuma ilikuwa imesemekana wapande viazi, waru. Na sisi watu wa Kakamega hatujazoea waru. Kwa hivyo leo tuko na furaha kabisa. Wamama mko tayari? Mko tayari kupanda?
Thank you for allowing us to plant trees with you, and we promise wherever we come from in the education sector and every
na tugacokeria ngatho mutumia wa mutongoria wa bũrũri Ruto nundu wa uthii na mbere na kuhimbiria uhoro wige maine na maria maturigicĩirie. Tugithii na mbere ni ati amemba a grupu ya Turkana community kaunti ya Isiolo ni matetetie miario maririo grupu-ini ya WhatsApp yoikaine ta Better Conservation, Accountability and Transparency. Makorirwo makiaririo ni munene wa kambuni ya Northern Regulatory Trust niwe oikaine ta Tom Lalampa na kumuria atige wera kana afuto kuona matongoretio ni muikariri gite wa gikundi kiu Albino Ekitela ni moritie ruhonge rwa iguithanio ni rwa NCIC kumuhonga mahuri ni tondu wa mĩario iyo yake mĩũru akorirwo akimariria thiini wa grupu ino ya WhatsApp.
Ningeomba via county commissioner na ofisi yako msipoingilia hii maneno kati, msipoita hii mtu mmoja yeye, kwa sababu tayari tunaona hii mtu mali analekea, wanataka tena kupiganisha jamii ya Waturkana na Wasamburu.
Lakini leo tumeona ile kilio mandugu zetu walikuwa nalia ndio imetufikia sisi pia. Ile dudu ilikuwa nakula wenzetu imetukujia sisi pia. So tunaomba the hate speech that made by one of the CEO Tom Lalampa to us as Turkana, NCIC ni tume ya kuchunguza hate speech, waweze kumchukulia hatua mara moja. Ya pili, mambo ya ajira. Tuko na maofisi tofauti katika kitengo ya NRT. Tuko na regional office kwa hapa hivi. Ukienda hapo hakuna Mturkana hata moja. Na sisi Waturkana ndio tumekuwa tukisimama na NRT usiku na mchana. Na tumekuwa tukitumika kama chombo ya kutetea NRT. Lakini leo tumesema enough is enough, punda imechoka.
Kama utatoa hii mtu kwa hiyo ofisi, yale tu ambayo sisi tumekubaliana, hizo makonservatives tatu yote ambayo Waturkana iko ndani, tutafunga. Hakuna kazi itaendelea. Kwa hiyo makonservatives yote ambayo Waturkana iko ndani. Na kama utachukua hatua Lalamba kuenda kwake nyumbani, basi hapo sasa ndio tutarudi tukae chini na NRT tuongelee jinsi basi hii mambo ya kuanzia kazi ya Nasuli Conservatives ama Aliaporo Conservatives ama Nakufra Conservatives, tuone sasa vile sasa atahudumia community ya jamii ya Waturkana.
Na tugitigana na icio cia njukaniriro kuria mwena wa WhatsApp ni ati muigithia umwe tauni-ini ya Malindi kaunti-ini ya Kilifi ni akaire thirikari kuingirira na kumuteithia gucokia mugunda wake na uria uhahamitwo. Henry Chavaji na uria ni murugamiriri wa kambuni ya Lepleda Investment Limited augite ati mwonjoria ungi niwe waingiriire gicigo kia mugunda wake na kinyagia kurutithia maratathi ma Google na guka kumuigata thiini wa mugunda ucio akiuga ati ni wake.
Tumeona mambo ambayo yanafanyika ambayo si mambo ya haki. Kama huyu bwana ambaye anajiita investor hapa chini ambaye amekuja amegrabu hii shamba ambayo ni shamba ya serikali ya county, ameenda amejitengenezea title, hatujui title ameipata kwa njia gani, na haya ni maeneo ya receding ya bahari. Bahari imesonga upande ule mwingine kule mbele ambako huku ni riparian. Tunaona yeye amekuja anasema anajiita kuna title. Hizi ploti ambazo ziko huku mbele kuanzia open view kwenda paka gofu hiyo barabara, hizi ndo ploti ambazo zilikuwa zinaanzia hivi kwenda kwa bahari, lakini yeye amekuja amepasua barabara katikati kwenye ploti ya mtu binafsi. Anajaribu kuaccess aingie kwenye ploti yake mahali ambapo hakuna barabara.
We got some documents that it showed all the forgeries they did to acquire the subdivision scheme of our property, and every forgery is with signatures of retired survey of Kenya people and the municipal council of Malindi and all those things. So they came, they did that, then they always come back here and they threaten people with their pistols, saying they are going to take the matters in their hands if we try and block the access that they have created in our property.
Wale wajanja kwa ujanja wao, basi sehemu ambayo iliachwa na bahari wakaona hii iko wazi, na kwa sababu ndio mradi unakuja kupitia hapo, wacha watengeze titles ili mradi ule utakapokuja iwe sasa ni kazi mbili. Kwanza wafidiwe hao titles zao, ndio zile pesa zitakazobaki ziwe zitatengeza mradi. We are fed up. Tumechoka.
Mtu hawezi kuchukua title, maji yakienda kesho kutwa hurudi. Maji yakienda inamaanisha yule, kama kuna mtu yote anaweza kutumia hiyo sehemu, kutumia ile leseni inaitwa TOL, anapewa na county atumie, halafu hajezi kujenga vitu vya kudumu, ni temporary structures. Kwa hivyo kama kuna mtu anaanza kutoa hati miliki za hizo area, nitaambia Wizara ya Ardhi wamesikia, wako hapa, wachunguze ni nani. Hatutaruhusu mtu yote apewe title deed ya huko.
Ifuatio egemuine na wahami wa Mogoda kuma korea mwena wa Malindi no koro etwekeranga turumo mohoro maito matha ici gathcia mwanya kore wa koro kinyitanira nani kugerera television gaku kugerera korea mwena wa YouTube kugerera korea mwena wa Facebook na gathcia mwanya kore my director mudogweto Kaluse gathcia mwanya kore my cameraman mudogweto Brian na gathcia mwanya muno makeria kore mudogweto Mark Ndwati mena mudogweto Mwangi Job dodo wa ukoro magitigirira ati mohoro maya ni maukoro maigukinyira na njira iria yagirire na mbere ya nyumirite ngoro ngitambura mundu gwitwo Muriithi Jage ni dona ndomireria ku mundu gwitwo Shaibu SNR. Thank you so much. Mundu gwitwo Dennis Mbogo Ngai akurathime na gwike maundu mego nawe ni dona ndomireria ku mundu gwitwo Mwangi Paris. Thank you so much. Mundu gwitwo DJ Kevin the Minister na ekejera mutikaume aha mutambo ni tondu maundu ni mega muno amuhaririire. Mundu gwitwo Shosho Atwana, thank you so much. Mundu gwitwo Charity Wambogo, thank you. Mundu gwitwo Kamau, mundu gwitwo Goge wa Morisho, mundu gwitwo Kare Steve Naria all the Maikuma guko mwena wa Facebook Gaya Murathime Dinabre akwirorera Muthingi TV arikio kihumo gya gutherema niga kwendithia weekend njega ihoire irathimo cia Ngai. Tucamanie muthenya wa Monday. Ritwa riakwa ni Waitherero wa Njoroge. Giana utuko mwega.
Nitutete mawoni maku na nikio no twende kuigwa mateta na mendekithia maku iguru ria tafarira citu. Araniria na ithuĩ kugerera namba ya WhatsApp ni 0776 847 2